Yo, what's up guys? It's Vlox. Today I am back with more M+ gameplay. This is going to be a Siege +12 from stream yesterday. It's a very tough key. I was playing AF for this key. I was playing AF with Shadowbolt. I really like the mobility Shadowbolt gives, like especially for probably like mostly the first half of this dungeon. So I'm going to be doing commentary over the key. And if you guys like this video, find it helpful, definitely please leave a like on the video. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe, leave a comment, come follow my Twitch page. We're going to be doing more M+. And then I just wanted to thank you guys for all the support you've been showing me. All the people who have been subbing on my Twitch channel, my YouTube channel. It really means a lot. Thank you guys. So we're going to jump right into the key now. So a quick disclaimer, I'm going to have this video muted just because I had music playing on stream. So apologies in advance if that does bother you. Um, yeah, I don't want my video to get copyrighted. The big thing in like this first area with trash is just to watch out for overlapping mechanics, like the shouts with like the firebomb, the shouts with the chain pulls, the shouts with like uh, the dash. Basically, anytime stuff overlaps is probably when you're gonna die. You mainly just want to make sure you have like a defensive up for the shouts and or the hooks. But you can line of sight most of this stuff, like this shout right here. I'm gonna go line it, and I take no damage. I'm pretty sure you can also do that with the hooks from the raiders. We got this second enforcer here. There's like on the platform where you fight that first pack we just did, there's an enforcer that pats under there. And sometimes he bugs out and you can pull him with like ground targeted stuff. Unfortunately, just really stupid. I ate that shot there with resolve, with unending resolve. Perfectly fine to do that as well. I would only do that if you know a hook's not coming. I wouldn't try to risk it with hook overlap. But mainly in this first area, the biggest thing you just want to do is really just don't die. Like, look out for mechanics. Just try to stay alive. Look out for stuff that's overlapping. Make sure you help kick these wave shapers. So I had packed up for that shout. I had a Soulburn Hellstone ready to go right after that too, because I didn't want to just get basically like double tapped by anything. I sent Soul Rot Darkglare here without cooldowns because I think we breathed. Um, I sent Vile on the pack just to get um, Agonies out faster. So here we're going to pull to the corner so we don't get the pat over here. We're going to skip that. This is a pretty small pack, so I'm just going to use Seed to corrupt stuff, keep my Agonies up. I'm holding Vile right now for a little bit for Soul Rot. Just make sure I kick stuff, try to use like defensives if I see I'm getting low. Now that we're out of cooldowns, I'm just kind of going into maintenance, trying to pull up shards for next pull. Skip Pat over here. I'm gonna Vile Taint to get stuff agonied, Seed of Corruption to get stuff corrupted. Gonna target the Raider. He's the one that does the hook. So I'm going to put haunt UA on him. Generally, you want to prio like the Raider or the Enforcer. Those are the ones that do the hook and the chain, or the chain and the shout, I mean. Those are very dangerous and very obnoxious. Want to watch for kicks here. I'm holding CDs because at this point we have we're fighting 3 mobs and 2 of them have like 20% health, so there's not really a big reason for me to send all my stuff if it's going to die like halfway through my cooldowns. So I'm going to send cooldowns here instead. You guys can use port here on a lot of these packs also. You're going to see if he hooks me in. I'm going to port out really quick like this. It's really great for movement. You don't get pulled in and have to wait and run away. So we go Seed, Vile Taint, cooldowns, Haunt UA on the Raider. Just want to watch Wave Shaper for kicks. Dump all our shards. You won't have port for every pull. Every time the Raider does chains, you won't have the cooldown won't be available. So just kind of be aware of that. On this boss, the only thing you want to make sure you're doing is dotting the ads. If you're dotting ads, you're getting extra funnel damage onto the boss with Cull the Weak. So make sure they're dotted. You don't have to keep Agony on all of them. Like at the very least, just Corruption. If you can also do Agony, that's good. It gives you more shard gen, which is going to give you more raptures. But you want to target main boss. Also, whenever he takes a bomb, I believe he has like a damage amp. So that's when you want to try to send Soul Rot and all that other stuff and dump all your raptures. But this is a really good fight also for port and gate, just to help you with movement, especially if you get fixated. So here I'm overcapping a little bit. I was trying to dump if I could, but I didn't really have enough time. He's damage amped now, so I want to try to send my cooldowns. If I can, I caught like a couple raptures in that. Could have probably caught more if I was a little faster. Here I get fixated, so I just gate over behind the bomb, so he'll run into it. And he's pretty much gonna die here. Just watch like your feet for stuff on the ground. It's pretty much that fight. Um, Here we're gonna pull these two, and I have CDs up. I'm gonna end up sending CDs, but right after I send, the tank chains these in, which kind of sucks. Unfortunately, I would have definitely loved to have saved all my stuff if I knew we were chaining this in. Pretty much, I thought since we were coming over like to the edge way over here that he wasn't gonna try to chain these in, but you know, it happens. Can't really do anything about it. Here I mainly just try to prio commander, has the highest health. And we're priming the highest health so that it dies more evenly with all the stuff with lower health. So here we're gonna chain. Commander's almost dead. Drop some hellstones, some out. Here I'm gonna go into cooldowns. You guys are gonna see, unfortunately, as I'm casting Soul Rot, he pulls me like right there. I actually didn't get Soul Rot off. It's really unfortunate. You either gotta go a little bit faster or you just gotta wait for the chain. These chains are so annoying, man. But it's whatever. This pack dies pretty fast anyway. A lot of this section is just really like patty type ads. There's like a lot of low health stuff with like one high health target. Like this pull right here is basically just one target. It's just the spotter. The other stuff's gonna die instantly. You guys are gonna see DK just deletes them. You're not really gonna do anything to them. Just worry about DPSing the spotter mostly. And then he does his trademarked runaway to the other side of Africa. Luckily, he didn't go in the water. I've seen him actually go swimming in the water. That's pretty crazy. So here we're going to do the gate skip. If you guys don't know what the gate skip looks like, here it is. Just hug the ship right here. Aim your gate towards like right here. And then you can fly through and skip that pack. Pack's really inefficient. Again, it's just like a lot of pad with like one commander. Basically a waste of cooldowns, and mostly just a waste of time. So you want to be sending cooldowns into packs like this, where you'll send Lust and everything. I didn't have Dark Glare up. I was gonna hold for Dark Glare, but we sent Lust, so I sent everything. Dark Glare was only like, I think like 15, 20 seconds away. I don't know, it's probably still too long. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is, I guess, just send Dark Glare on intermission ads. With this boss, she phases at 66% health and 33% health every time. There's nothing you can do to avoid that. So if your cooldowns come up like at around 70, 75%, I would maybe not send them. Like you guys are going to see right here, my cooldowns come up and the boss is going to be about 70, 75-ish. So if I had sent CDs right there, I probably would have gotten like maybe, I don't know, a third or half use out of them, which really sucks. And these ads you do on at least on 12, like you start needing extra damage for these outside of just like Vile Taint. So it is perfectly fine to just send cooldowns on these. If you don't kill these fast enough and shoot her, she'll keep spawning ad waves, and eventually you'll just get overwhelmed. So I sent CDs there, we killed it pretty fast, and boss comes back down. So I'm just gonna use all my stuff, put all my debuffs on her, use Vile Taint when it's up. Can send a couple raptures. So the boss, another thing, the boss will leap away. You have to keep the boss under some type of like snare effect, like Curse of Exhaustion. I don't know if DKs have anything built in. I know Remorseless Winter slows. I don't know if that works though. So that's why you guys see me casting some Curse of Exhaustions. It is really annoying to have to recast that like every 4 globals or something. But if she does leap away, she'll put a bleed on someone. Really nasty bleed. So it's pretty bad. Here we sent CDs again. I think my CDs had came up when the boss was about to hit 33, so I just held again for ads, which is fine. We shoot her down again. I'm just going to put all my debuffs on. Try to keep the boss slowed so she doesn't leap. Use Vile Taint. Vile Taint applies Curse of Exhaustion too for a little bit, which is kind of helpful. If she ever puts that fiery debuff, I forget what it's called. That's basically when you want a defensive right here, fiery ricochet. That's when you want to have something available. It does a lot of damage and leaves a very big dot on you. So that's when you want a Healthstone, Resolve, Dark Pact, etc. Use your coil to heal you back up a little bit. So here I'm holding cooldowns because we're doing a big pull after this. That's why I'm saving. Want to make sure I have all my stuff up for that. I sent Vile because it's already going to be back up by the time we get there. Vile has a pretty short cooldown. More often than not, like you just don't want to sit on this at all. You usually just send it. When in doubt, send it. So we got big pull here. On this pull, you want to use defensives for this crushing slam right here. This is when big AoE goes out. And then other than that, just help your group kick and stun with Shadow Fury if you can. Prio the Demolisher, he's the one that he's the most dangerous. Again, he does the big AoE damage. He also has the most health, I'm pretty sure. But for this pack, we just went in, Seed, Vile Taint, UA Haunt on the big guy, and then Soul Rot Dark Glare, dump all our damage. So right here, we're just waiting for this pat. The tank didn't want to pull this. So we're kind of just waiting for him to go away, and then we're going to pull this pack over, like in the corner, somewhere over here a little bit. Again, you want to prio the Demolisher, try to use defensives for when he does a slam. Vile Taint Seed when everything's grouped up, send Soul Rot, and then go into big Rapture damage. Refresh your agonies as they're falling off. Make sure you're helping the group kick as you can. Stinky Vomit is pretty bad. I think that's a dot. Pretty sure that's a dot. That's probably one of the more important ones you want to kick. But the water bolts do a lot of damage too, so you want to kick those. Everything, all this stuff here does damage. So we're gonna do another big pull here. We're gonna pull this pack with the pack over here in the corner. So I'm just gonna agony as we are waiting to group everything up. Get some agonies out. Try to dot everything if I can. Vile Taint, Shadow Fury. I didn't dump shards there because our evoker had sent breath already. So I just wanted to get into my main burst damage. You guys saw a stone form there. If you are a dwarf and you get the stinky vomit on you, I believe it is a disease, and so you can just dwarf it off. Which is pretty helpful because again, it does a really good amount of damage. This is it right here. Yeah, it's a disease, so you can dwarf that off. This pack we are skipping. This pack really sucks. This pack sucks because the snipers can pretty much just sync their cast of like shoot or whatever and one tap someone if you're really unlucky with RNG and they get like 4 synced casts of shoots. Like you can't really do anything about it. Actually, just a really stupid pack. We're summoning the DK. I think he potted last pool, so just summoning him really quick. Here, this pack isn't really that bad. The only thing is this overlap right here. You see the hook can go out with that charge. So just try to, like, it's kind of RNG-ish. Try to pay attention to that if you can. Like, if you see that happening, pop something before you get pulled in. It helps to have these little spell timers by the nameplates. I think this is Little Wigs, but there's also like a weak aura that can do that to track these spell cooldowns that the mobs cast. So you see right here, the chain and the charge are very synced up, and I believe our shaman's just going to die right now because of it. So we got the charge right into the chain right here. Yeah. Really stupid. Um, Honestly, not too much you can do about it when it happens. It's not bad though. That's our first death in the dungeon. We've been playing this dungeon pretty clean. And it's actually crazy because you guys are gonna see we barely timed this. We had like under a minute, and I think we played this pretty clean for the most part, and we were doing like a lot of really efficient big pulls with cooldowns, like this one right here. The tank's gonna cage a wave shaper, so we only have one wave shaper to kick, and we're just gonna pull everything over there, and we're gonna send lust, cooldowns, and everything. Pretty sick pull. Not too bad outside the double commander. Again, if you get charged by that, just use a cooldown, a defensive, because it leaves a dot on you and does a lot of damage. So here I sent unending resolve. You're just watching for wave shaper kicks, the commander shouts. And we pretty much deleted that pack like 30 seconds, which is crazy. That was a really, really, really efficient pull. So for this boss, you're mostly just watching like the waves that come out on intermission. I'm swapping my UA haunt to the boss. Obviously, he's the prio target. And use my cooldowns when they're up. Um, you can place a port on like one quadrant here. And it's just kind of RNG if you get to use it or not. So you can have like a quick escape route like right here. I can use it. And since that wave's coming over here. But again, it's only really useful if the wave spawns over here and comes this way. It's not really worth to keep moving this throughout the fight because those wave spawns are kind of RNG. You can also gate like through the statue, like from here to here if I wanted to. So definitely try to use your gate if you can. I also believe you can jump on top of the statue platform right here. I have never tried doing that. The downside with that is if for whatever reason you miss the jump, you're going to be stuck in the water, which is obviously really bad because you're slow swimming. Also, not sure if every like race gets stuck under the water. I know as a dwarf, specifically, if I go in this water, I'm going to start swimming, which is going to obviously lower my move speed by a very large amount. I have just died getting stuck in the water swimming. It's kind of stupid. So I kind of just try to avoid going there and stay like in this like outer quadrant right here. With Burning Rush, you can like basically just follow this quadrant and have enough time to catch the waves. Here I'm gonna die. I kind of panicked. I saw the line coming in, and then I had port up, so I saw the line coming in, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna port because I don't I don't want to get stuck in this line. But obviously, like I just went to the wrong side. The waves spawn right behind me. So yeah, there's not much else going on in this fight. When these puddles spawn, that's basically the only damage you're ever gonna take. So use a defensive for that. And you're basically just dodging waves. This is when the damage comes out. That is the only damage you're ever going to take on that fight. So that's when you want to have defensives. I could have ported there, but I forgot I had put my gate down there. It is what it is. So I am summoning Imp now because you want Imp for this last boss in here. The boss generates 2 dots that go on random people throughout the fight. With an Imp, you can effectively just negate that entire mechanic. Your healer can dispel one, you can dispel the other one. When you're dispelling, make sure though, like you're checking who you're dispelling and that no one's in their little circle. As if you dispel that with somebody in that circle, they're gonna take a lot of damage and get knocked back, probably like into the water sometimes. And if they're not able to get back on land, they will just die instantly. Some other tips for this fight, you can keep the big squid dotted. You're not really looking to do damage onto him. You're mostly just looking to get funnel onto these tentacles. So if you keep him dotted, you get an extra 8% rapture damage the whole fight from Cold of the Week, which is pretty good. I usually just put Corruption on him. On this platform, you can kind of keep Agony on him too. On the other 2 platforms, he gets kind of far, so it's a little harder to keep Agony on him and not really that worth. Again, you're not really looking to do damage to him. Some other tips, you can gate from platform to platform just to help your party move a lot faster. And then just for Imp in general, on this fight specifically, I like to keep him on passive. If you keep him on passive, he will follow you from platform to platform. You just have to manually direct him to attack whatever tentacle you're hitting every time, or he'll just stand there AFK. Like I think he was standing there AFK for a little bit. I'm gonna go back really quick and show you guys what happened. But yeah, you want to make sure you manually direct him to attack, or he'll just be AFK. The reason why you don't leave him on assist is because if you dot this big guy, the pet will sometimes auto default to go attacking him, and then it will just stand, like it'll stand here and keep attacking him while you move over to the next platform. And that's similar for this platform. And then just to show you guys what happened here, so this is an overlap where the dot's going to come out and the slam. That's why our evoker died. So you got to be definitely paying attention to that. Make sure you have a defensive up for that overlap. You will definitely die. But yeah, demolishing terrors are prio first. You kill them. These are the ones that do the slam. So these are the only ones doing damage pretty much. This one's just there in the back. Try to keep both of them dotted. Keep your haunt UA on the demolishing first. Try to keep the other one dotted with agony and corruption. And again, just make sure you're watching for dispels. This can be a pretty hectic fight, especially with you having to dispel people, move around a lot. You guys will see right there. The DH leapt to me with the dot, and he got dispelled on top of me. So I almost died. That would have been like really tragic if I died there. We still have B-reses though. The thing is, like, if you get knocked into the water and die, it's very hard for you to get B-res since you're so far away. But right here, we're just prioing demolishing again. Making sure I dispel when the dots go out. And that's pretty much it. Now that that's dead, we're kind of basically free as long as no one dies from the dot. Or we don't do anything, you know, silly. Here I'm trying to dispel him and it's just not working. There's like some weird line of sight stuff sometime with the dispel. I don't know, sometimes it's like when I'm not in line of sight, I can't do it, or my pet. So just be aware of that. And yeah, that's key. Very tough key. Not many warlocks have timed it, so that's pretty cool. I think when we had actually finished this, I was only the second warlock to do it, and I think the other guy was actually playing Destro, so no one else has timed this on AF. That's pretty cool. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, definitely let me know. Like the video, subscribe, go follow my Twitch channel. Really, again, I really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me with my videos over on my Twitch channel, on my YouTube channel, even in game. All of you that have been like whispering me and stuff. It's pretty cool. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm happy the videos are helping you guys out. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.